in the yogic and Ayurvedic view, the Āhāra actually have the key points. The one is what we eat. Okay. Now you may think of the natural, the seasonal food. Also, I would also think now where we are in our life is what is digestible and non-digestible, isn't it? Because one food for one person can be fine, and then for other person it can be not good. You know, some of us can digest the dairy, some of us can digest the wheat or the grains have the gluten, others may have the allergy with it. So you can also think of the appropriate and inappropriate food. So what we eat, how much we eat, then the seasonal is also important. In Ayurveda especially, it talks about the nature creates the fruits, the vegetables and all the natural ingredients which are actually suitable with the elements of each season. So if we can also get the seasonal food, that's really great. I know I find it always interesting, you know, like in India it's very easy to live seasonal because in the local markets you will only find the fruits which are in the season, you will find the vegetables which are in the season, you will find the grains which are in season, and all other fruits that disappear. So I will have to go to a big supermarket, like we have supermarkets here. You know, of course in supermarkets you buy the fruits, they have nothing to do with the season, they have nothing to do with the local stuff, isn't it? Like until I come here, I have never seen the mango 12 months in the supermarket. Now here I can go and get the mango anytime I want. I would have never seen the bananas all through the year. I would have never seen the oranges all through the year. So seasonal and local, if it's possible, that food is, nature is creating that food to sustain our health and wellness. 100% may not be possible, but do your best and leave for the rest. So we got the seasonal, Pathya and Apathya, digestible and non-digestible. Then the amount we eat. Do we eat to live or are we living to eat? You know, like probably one of my simplest symptoms is when you, after eating your food, do you feel heavy and expanded, and like I know some people have to, you know, take the part of the trousers off as it feels like, you know, we can't exist with that food. So how much we eat, and then the fourth point is when do we eat. And in the Ayurvedic system, they actually recommend that whatever you eat it in one meal. Like what we do in modern time is we call it a snacking, isn't it? We eat a bit of here, a bit there, a biscuit, then a snack, then maybe a couple of dry fruits, and all through the day we keep snacking. So the intermittent fasting is becoming quite popular in the yogic and Ayurvedic diet. So say if you eat 3 meals, then you have your breakfast, you have your lunch and your dinner, and there should be nothing in between the meals. So that's how solid. And idea is, you know, your stomach keeps the food up to from minimum 2 to 3 hours average, depending on if your digestive system is fast, then it may be quicker. If your digestive system is slower, then it may take a bit longer. But the problem what we do is we eat in every half an hour, which means now half of the food is over digested and other half of the food is under digested while it's pushed from your stomach into your intestines. So keeping a healthy gap between the meals is really a beautiful practice to do. And then you have some of the digestible herbal teas which can support the digestion, which can support the Agni. Say like in the heat you might want to have an alkaline teas and the drinks. In the winter you might want to have the acidic or the heat giving drinks and the food. So you can also change the quality of the food. With the food, one of my assessment, I don't think I added that in the notes, we do that in yoga therapy quite often, but I will share that simple way to put it together. So the Ayurveda talks about the 3 joy of the food. Okay, so the first joy is when it is on your plate. Does it make you feel saliva in your mouth? Water, you know, when you look at it, it looks pretty, it looks exciting, it looks like, I want to eat this food. So that's the first joy, your sensual joy when you look at the food. The second joy of the food is when it is in your mouth and your stomach. Does it feel juicy? Does it feel tasty? Does it feel like, oh, I'm so glad that the food is coming into my mouth and moving into my stomach? Or does it make you sweaty? Or does it make you feel like throwing up or something? So you got the second joy while the food is in your mouth and your stomach. Then the third joy is how you feel energetically afterwards. Do you feel you have the energy to live your life, or do you feel like, oh, me, poor thing, and I'm stuck? Like, I think the snake is a really good example, isn't it? If the snake has swollen the mouse or the rat, then for the days until the mouse melts into the belly, it is stuck. It cannot even crawl as it normally should do.